Hello everybody, I'm greeting you from San Pedro, Belize, where I just took my latest 50 before 50 getaway, and I know that I've already gotten a couple questions, so I wanted to kind of give a little short synopsis of my trip. And first of all, we had a great time, and the people of San Pedro were amazing, are amazing, very kind. This is a small island off of the mainland of Belize. You actually fly into Belize International Airport, which is not the capital city. So there's still a capital city. I can't think of the name of it. So this time we decided to do relaxation vacation, which meant that I wasn't planning a bunch of excursions. Whatever happened, happened. We would see what was on the island, and then we would do those things. So our first day in, they tried to cancel our flight and push us to Monday, but I was able to get an earlier flight on Sunday. So we got here even earlier than we had anticipated. So we had an opportunity to get settled, come eat, check into our room, and not feel like we've lost a day. So the next day we got up, we went walking, which is kind of like the best thing that you can do in San Pedro. The downtown San Pedro is maybe a mile and a half from our hotel. Everything is on golf carts, right? So there are some cars on the island, there are some trucks on the island, but people's main transportation is golf cart, bicycle, or walking, mainly golf carts. So we walked the island. We're in the rainy season, so of course it's a little cheaper in the rainy season, but there's going to be rain. So trust and believe that the average temperature is about 80 degrees. So we're very comfortable. I have shorts on. Yep, but I can't keep my raincoat. Be mindful of the mosquitoes now, because there are mosquitoes. We stayed at the Mahogany Bay Resort, and it's super nice. You know, it's real nice. We're on the water, but we don't have a beach access. So we are in the bay or the lagoon, because there are crocodiles in this particular body of water, and they remind you of that and tell you do not get in this water. So off here you'll see the boats in the dock, where we actually take the boat to the private beach, which is amazing. So they have a bar and the restaurant there, and you sit and chill. They have ocean beds, and the water only goes 3 to 4 feet deep around here because it's surrounded by the coral. And so the first day we chilled. The second day we got up and we walked. And then we decided to go to the private beach, which was amazing. Even though it had rained, we were taking our chances. The sun eventually came out like it is now. And then we, we came back and we went to dinner here at the, I think that's when we went to, because we had gone walking and we had scoped out the Marriott, which is gorgeous. And they have direct beach access. So you go from their property to the beach directly. You can walk out past the pool and right there on the beach. We also scoped out that they had a spa. So of course we planned a spa visit for yesterday. So that's basically what we did the first day. The second day, we decided we're gonna ride bikes because we're still exercising and working out. We decided that we're gonna do bikes for our cardio. And so we took a bike ride through San Pedro, and we were like, how do you get out of San Pedro, like the downtown? We could never seem to find the right street, but we were able to find it later when we went to Secret Beach. And Secret Beach is, they tell you it's an hour and 15 minutes away, and it takes an hour and 15 minutes to get there. But I don't know why it doesn't take an hour and 15 minutes to get back. It only took us 30 minutes to get back. You know that feeling where it takes longer to get somewhere, and it could have been the torrential downpours and us not being able to figure out how to get on the right road to get to Secret Beach. But Secret Beach was, exactly what it says. It's something for the tourists, and you driving away. So if you didn't see my other video, you'll have to go back and look at that. Some of the pros of staying here is that you're staying in your private, your own like cabin. We think it reminds us of a southern plantation, but they don't have that same point of reference here. But I told them the main spot is the big house, and that's kind of like what they call it, the great house, and looks like slave quarters, but just really nice slave quarters. They were like, well, it's not their point of reference, but I was like, it's still an American company. So, but it's super nice. The pool's really nice. The workout facility is adequate. Some of the drawbacks to this particular property is that Every property is going to have mosquitoes, but we had some mosquitoes or some type of little creatures that were tearing up my ankles, and it doesn't make for a pleasurable stay in your room. And we were in, although we were in a private, room, it was a house. It was like the quad. So there were 4 rooms in our unit, and we were at the bottom right, and whoever is above us is very noisy, and so they're up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and even though we're up, we're still on vacation, and we don't want to get out of the bed, and we don't want to be awakened by people's footsteps. So that would be a drawback. Some of the great places that we've eaten, the restaurant at the hotel has like the best chicken wings. They also have an amazing seafood salad, and it was really, really good. The Secret Beach restaurant, they sell pretty much a lot of the same things, but they have like whole red snapper and things like that. And the drinks on the Secret Beach are amazing, right? I'm not a big drinker, but I drink on vacation. And so, they're more so sugar. They're not dumping a bunch of alcohol in your drinks. So those were good. Sea salt at the Marriott, the Chef Bernard, made this amazing Belizean chicken that was just fabulous. So we ate there. We had some amazing herb crusted lobster. Every restaurant that we've gone to, we've tasted the lava cake. They're all probably equally as good, but I would say the best food that we've had would be between Victoria House and the Marriott, because it was just like, it was full of flavor. I don't even eat lobster a lot, but the lobster here is amazing, and the herb crusted lobster and the Victoria House lobster, which was grilled with a butter caper sauce. I was all off my food plan, but overall, this is an island where you want to come to relax and chill. Like, we did the bike riding, we walked, we did the golf cart, but there's not a whole lot to do here other than chill, right? There's a lot of people here just chilling. There's nothing really on the island of San Pedro. They have lots of excursions. Like, you can take excursions to the main island. You can go snorkel. Snorkeling is huge here because they have reef all around the island. You can swim with the sharks. We just chose not to do those things. So you can do those things. I don't believe anything is all-inclusive on the island. So we're not at an all-inclusive resort, which I tend to like, because that means I go out and explore, and we were able to find really good restaurants like we've been able to find so far. So it's already been 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Some things to do: make sure that you have your passport. This is the other thing. We noticed that everybody kept their mask on, which was just like, I was like, that is amazing. We can't even get people to keep their mask on in the States. And so last night we finally asked, like, I just want to commend you all for keeping your mask on. And she said, yes, because we will get a $5,000 fine if we are found without our mask. So if you are outside of your house, and I don't think they do it so much for the tourists, but if you're in a public space and you're out moving and you don't have your mask on, you're getting fined $5,000. So I don't know if that's 5,000 US or 5,000 Belizean, because they do take the US dollar here, and the exchange rate is 2 to 1. So for every 1 American dollar, you get 2 Belizean dollars. But American dollar is really the main currency, and it's American prices. So the food was good, but we paid for it every day. And I'm sure if we went to some of the little local spots, it wouldn't have been as pricey, but I'm a foodie, and so I want to get a food experience. We tried a local spot, it was okay. So I want to stick with what I think is good and enjoy my experience. So I would certainly recommend the Mahogany Bay Resort. I would certainly recommend San Pedro, Belize. The next time I go back, I'm going to stay on the mainland and do a little bit more tourism. See you guys later.